All right, so the next question, where would you recommend a museum look to contract a conservator for a specific objects conservation project?
So a great place to look is on the website for the American Institute for Conservation. Their website is culturalheritage.org. And on their homepage, there should be a link to find a conservator. So this, you can search for different specialty areas, zip code, proximity, and it will give you a list of peer-reviewed professionals that can address those specific things. Depending on what specialty you have and where you're located, you might need to have a pretty big radius or include people who are willing to travel. You can also try to contact other museums in your area and see if they have people they use, but those are sort of the two places that I would recommend you look.
And I don't have anything to add to that. I think you've covered that quite well, Claire.
Our next question is, does your product have a mobile alert should something spike?
Yes, actually we do. So our software comes with a mobile application, and it also, so the data loggers that we use are updating onto the cloud every 10 minutes. So it's essentially real-time data, and you can set alerts within the software. You can design these specifically how you want. So for example, if you have a collection of archaeological metals and you want to keep the relative humidity below 30% RH, you can have an alert that gets sent anytime it goes outside of those boundaries. You can also be very specific about, if you're really interested in the temperature and you want to know if it goes inside or outside of a certain range, you can be updated once per day to give a summary of how often things went out of range. Or you can have something alert you every time it goes out of range. And so that can come in as either a mobile alert and or an email. On top of our sensors that measure temperature, relative humidity, light, and shock, we also have leak detection sensors where they have these two little metal probes. You basically set them up in an area where you're concerned about a water intrusion event, and if the two metal probes are both touching water at the same time, it will also send an alert immediately as well.